welcome to Legends of Elzorya. We are back with some interesting developments I think we'll get to tonight. So let's get you back up to speed. All right, let's get back into the mindset. Where were we? You all had decided that it would be a great idea to break into the office of Phoenix, which is a clank, but as you know, it is the soul of one of the original humans that came over to Elzorya. You also learned that he is the one that has been behind taking those souls from his old homeworld and putting them into the clanks with suppression runes to get them to function, and then basically selling clanks as, for whatever intents and purposes that they wanted to be used for. Bad dude. So I don't think anybody felt too bad about breaking in his office, and it did work out for you a little bit. You seem to get a lot of cool little toys. So I think most of you got. You
Any
stole all the
guilt
shit.
Lynn felt immediately dissipated as soon as he threatened to break Fortune's neck. She's like, "Oh no, he's fine to steal from.
Yeah.
He's evil enough that it doesn't matter anymore."
You only felt a twinge of guilt because I needed to spend a little fear. That was the only reason. But I think the most interesting thing that happened in this room was that you noticed a lightning-shaped rift that seemed to line up with what Kalliana had told you looked like what she saw before Etheria was destroyed. Rhea, being our innate magic user, could not resist making physical contact with this thing as she stuck her hand in it and began to feel pain shoot through her body, but also this intense rush of power. You managed to pass 3 checks, and then you went unconscious. Meanwhile, the Phoenix caught the rest of you in there and did find Fortune and was threatening to kill her. And I think that's when Lynn, who was hiding in the closet with Rhea's body, bum rushed him, basically stole Fortune away, and fled the scene. You did also clock that Phoenix seemed incredibly interested in Rhea, almost to the point to where he was distracted. Draven then used his signature move to put him to sleep and then casually left. On your way out, you picked up the other 2, and you bolted. As you saw him looking, having woken up, gotten past your traps, watching you flee, but not in immediate pursuit. You broke the intern's heart on the way out, and then you fled the Etherean Forge Works.
I forgot you did that.
Find yourself back at the top of this mountain pass, and that's where we're going to pick up today's Legends of Elzorya. With the 3 of you still running out into the rain, the cold wind whipping across your face, with Rhea still unconscious, what's your plan here?
Lynn's gonna snap around on Bjorn and she's gonna say, "Is there anywhere on this godforsaken mountain that we can hide that thing won't know where we're at?"
I mean, I don't spend a lot of time out on the mountain, but I'm sure we could find a cave or something.
Think. You're the foreman. Any place
God.
that people have talked about. Your life may depend on it.
There's a whole destroyed monastery somewhere.
Lynn doesn't know where that's at.
She doesn't know where that's at. It wouldn't be close enough to get by, like, the end of the day. That would be like a day
Fair.
or so's journey away.
Okay, I don't know how distance works, so I said nothing.
That's fair. You can just hear her mumbling, monastery.
I was gonna say she's like unconscious, so
No, I don't say that. You hear it within your freaking mind.
He like looks
Voice of
around.
reason.
Okay, so if we head if we head down the mountain a little ways, there should be some we have carved some places into the rock to where people can shelter on their way up. Sometimes the journey's rough. I don't know if he would think to look there, but it's all I can think of.
You guide us. I'm gonna kind of look
Okay.
at Draven and Fortune, and I'm gonna be like, Draven, can you disguise yourself as someone else, not the informant or the sorry, I forgot
Inspector.
whoever he inspector. Thank you.
of course. And he just kind of like changes to just some random elf.
I was
This
waiting
one
for
doesn't
you to
have
say
an elf.
Gavin.
I'm just elf.
Elf. What's this elf look like?
Buddy.
I was gonna say, are you just Will Ferrell? Buddy the elf.
He's very short for an elf, probably about like a normal human height.
Like Rhea size.
Yeah, he's like you're unusually short for an elf, but he's got like otherwise he looks very like handsome with long blonde hair, and he's just kind of dressed in normal peasant's clothes.
So he's even
Well, of course,
twinkier
like a
than
cloak or
usual
something.
Legolas, but
What was-
in rags.
Yeah, like a short Legolas in
Okay.
rags.
And you said it's kind of rainy and snowy on the mountain.
Yeah, I mean it's more rainy and cold, so
Is
it's
it
not so much
is it
snow.
misty? Like, is there low visibility?
There is
Okay.
low visibility.
I'm gonna kind of look at Fortune and I'm gonna ask Fortune, do you have any more energy to disguise yourself and Caliana? I'm gonna kind of like point to the clank.
I can put invisibility on someone. Last time on the way out the door, I attempted to put it on Rhea. I should have had a roll, and I never did really do it. So I'll just say like that didn't really happen.
Okay.
I could try to do invisibility on Katiana.
Caliana and yourself.
Kaliana. Well, I can only do one. So.
Okay, probably Caliana would be the better one to hide because she's gonna stick out like a sore thumb to anybody.
Sure. Which while we're talking to her and trying to make her invisible, would she have any like really cool infrared brain that can like scout the mountain for us?
I don't know. I've never tried anything like that. It's not been in my program. I can attempt to. Let's see what the dice say. No.
Can you make the sound?
She
I'm going to do a 10 to make her invisible.
11. 11 will be enough on a friendly target. As you see her eyes start to do that thing where they like go in and out. She looks over and notices Draven as this elf staring at her expectantly, and I think almost subconsciously just goes beep 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 under her breath. Just makes the noise, and then her eyes return to their normal function. I'm sorry, I don't seem to have anything like that. I can help you look, but I think my eyes will function just as well as yours. And at that point, she just disappears from your view. I was going to give you that on like a 10 or higher. I've rolled a 2. Sorry.
Okay. So now that everybody's
kind of hang back. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, now that everybody's okay, so Caliana is hidden. Draven doesn't look like himself. Fortune's quite good at usually hiding herself or skulking. I'm going to pick up. I'm actually going to pick up Rhea, and like I'm actually going to take my wings out, and I'm going to like basically my plan is to fly like a little far away so the visibility hides me in the clouds, and I fall alongside the mountain. So while y'all are climbing down it.
So while you're doing that, you can go ahead and give me an instinct roll. And Draven, what did you say you were doing?
I was going to say, Draven will hang back like 100 feet from everybody else. That way,
Okay.
if someone's coming down the mountain towards us, they'll see him first.
You give me an instinct roll as well.
Not necessarily 100 feet. It'll be within vision. So, like,
Okay.
I'll let them get pretty much as far as I can see and kind of follow at that.
Okay. You give me an instinct roll as well then. Lynn, what I will say with a 15 while he's rolling it, 15 with fear though. Okay.
Rip.
Oh. Draven, is it something about this mountain that just that just brings out the crit in you?
He's ready. He loves a good challenge. So what is that? That's a hope.
That's a gain of hope, clear of stress.
Wait.
With a 15.
When I critted, I did not clear stress, so I was going to go up to 4, but I'm at 3 now because I would have taken that away. Cool.
Yes.
Because I had to do that
forget.
to carry Rhea with my wings out.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah. Don't forget the stress. That's one of the best parts about critting. With a 15, I think as you're kind of scouting ahead and keeping an eye on it, I think you notice first there is a small. This looks like a more natural cave than something someone's made, and it also is a little off the beaten path that you're walking on. So I think in your mind you think it's probably more likely that you'll be able to hide out there than somewhere that they would know about. So easy enough for you to direct them over to that.
Yeah, I would just float back down, like because I'm kind of keeping it in the mist to keep people from seeing me. I'd just float back down and kind of like guide, because I'm, you're gonna see the gold wings, and they'll just guide me. I'll just kind of guide them to the cave.
Draven, as you're hanging back a little bit, you do start to hear voices behind you. They seem far away though, and they seem distant, and they don't seem like they're having a good time trying to find you, but there are people out here looking for you. Now, it's clear to you that for the moment you all have evaded their direction. They don't seem to know where you are, but they're out here and they're searching.
I've spent a hope to maintain a telepathic connection with Lynn.
Are you going to use it?
Mental communicate. Yes, I'll use it.
No, I thought you were going to say something. You're just going to trail off.
Sorry, I was reading the ability.
I know. I'm missing.
Yes, he. Well, he just kind of informs, let you know, there's people. There are people behind us, so maybe we should try to hurry it along.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would just be cautious of basically people to make sure they can't see me before I like dart down into the cave quickly, and I would just say, "Hey, like keep an eye out for the for me, because I'm gonna go into the cave. I've found something. I've found some shelter."
Okay.
Awesome.
Fortune, are you going to the cave? Do you think that's the best course of action, or what would you prefer to do?
Well, I would assume I'm kind of following now Draven. Just climbing up the mountain with my gloves, and also just, trying to stay like within vision of him, but also, I don't know if I notice these people or not as well, but that's what I'd be doing, is trying to stay up with him.
I think if you're close to him with his crit, you would. I think that you would notice, or he would be able to inform you that they were there.
Good.
So the choice that the two of you have in front of you is: are you going to shelter down in the cave and hope they pass, or are you going to try to continue to outpace them? Now, Lynn has already made the choice. I guess what I'm asking is, do you want to split the party?
No, we should meet back up with Lynn.
Okay. You all, I'm not going to make you roll for it because that crit was amazing. You know where they are. It's easy enough to get to the cave before they arrive. And now, we're going to go back in time just a little bit. Rhea,
Hmm.
The last thing you remember is your body being racked with this pain, this electrical energy that shot up your arm. The scars across your face burned as though they were like actual electricity. You could feel what you would imagine the feeling of your flesh burning off. And for a moment, a memory jumps into your mind. Back at the monastery, the fires everywhere, licking around you, burning the flesh from your bones. And for a minute, you are right back there in that moment. And that's when you lose complete consciousness. For a moment, anyway. And then you come into a state of consciousness. You feel light. You feel almost like you're floating, but at the same time, you have no sense of your body, of your person. You can sense things nearby. You can't so much see as you can feel like you see. It's hard to process this state of consciousness you're in. There's two things you know. The pain is gone. And you feel power. You feel it coursing through you. You feel whatever this is, your soul, your consciousness, you're not sure. But you seem to be in this sea of nothingness, surrounded by pure, unbridled magic. What are you thinking? What are you doing?
Look down at myself.
You see nothing. It's as though you have no body. Sense of up, down, left, and right, that's all ambiguous at the moment. You seem to be here, but you physically are not. Yet your mind seems content. For the first time in a long time, you have this sense of peace about you, belonging even. Power, definitely. You're connected to something bigger than yourself. You are connected to everything. You are magic. What's going through your head?
My first thought is someone else here? Is anybody else here?
Give me a...
Or anything, really.
What's your spellcasting trait?
Instinct.
Give me one of those then. Give me an instinct roll. 23 with hope. It's an odd sensation as you tap into this connection that you have, and you spread out to feel. It feels as though your being itself stretches. How far to infinity, you don't know. And you feel nobody and everybody all at once. You feel this connection to the larger world, but at the same time, you feel utterly alone. You get the feeling that as far as conscious beings go, you are alone in this realm. But this realm connects to so much more.
Can I move around in my non-being being?
You can. You can feel yourself drifting in whatever direction you choose.
If there's any kind of light or any kind of feature that looks interesting, I'm gonna go pick a direction and go.
Don't go to the lot.
You can see this one kind of shining light just in your peripheral. As you look around, you see kind of what you're seeing here. This would be your perspective through your eyes.
Yeah.
This kind of purple magical glow with just a kind of a blinking light. But everywhere you turn, that light remains in your peripheral. Every time you try to turn towards it, it remains just out of sight.
First things first, I'm curious. If I imagine my own, like, human body form or whatever, I'll just start thinking about that real hard.
Give me another spellcast roll. 22 with fear. Okay. As you start to imagine your physical presence, you start to have certain sensations that come and go. As you look, your body isn't there. You're not able to physically manifest in this space, but you start to have sensations as though you were connected again to your body. The pain is gone, but you can feel almost like a phantom limb, just this tingling of electricity in the arm that you used to touch the portal. You can feel as though you're holding your breath, but yet when you go to draw a breath, nothing happens. It's odd.
I'm gonna be mentally documenting everything, and I'm gonna go exploring. I'm gonna pick that light, that interesting light in the distance. I'm gonna go exploring towards it. Exploring in the astral plane, or something.
You're here for what feels like millennia. This stretches on and on as you explore this world. The more you stay here, the more you can feel that power coursing through whatever is left of you here. And it dawns on you that this is what you've searched for. This is it. This is the source. Whatever this is, wherever you are, this is where magic originates. Not the magic that the gods provide. Not that. The raw, untamed, unbridled magic that courses through your veins. And then you start to hear voices. Voices that are familiar, but you haven't heard in, God, years. Their faces start to come into your mind. An old traveling party that you were with for a while. You think you were with them when you went to see that portal that brought you to this realm. So now, Rhea, you have a choice in front of you. You turn towards those voices, going back to those people that you can barely remember at this point. Or do you remain here, a being of pure energy, pure magic? What do you do?
Shit.
I do want to impress upon you, this is an important decision that will have consequences.
So basically, if I stay here, I probably just fuck.
You won't die. Epsilon may need a new character.
Epsilon may need a new character. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, so
Consider this a special death move. But the choice is
Rhea-
completely up to you.
Rhea kind of looks around at this space, this like utterly imperceptible space that probably to even describe would never do it justice, and to describe it in the words that would accurately like depict it would drive anybody else mad. And she feels the power. And it's the most beautiful thing she's ever felt and seen and heard and smelled and tasted in her life. In her fucked up little life. And the problem is, she can't really affect the physical world here. She just exists here, and there's nothing to do with this discovery here. This place is everything, but at the same time, it's also very nothing. So she's just going to mentally catalog everything she can. And curious about such an old memory of voices that seem familiar, she's gonna turn around.
Okay.
The ever-insatiable curiosity of Rhea Sylvia Acheron strikes again.
As you turn towards the voices, for the first time in, again, for you, eons? Who knows? The passage of time here is so hard to tell. As you turn towards those voices, the light fully comes into view for the first time. That light that was just in the corner of your eye, and you can see another one of those lightning-shaped scars ripping this reality open. As your consciousness floats towards it, the light becomes brighter and brighter, and right as you're cresting into it, the event horizon of this, those sensations kind of rush back, those physical sensations that you've been having here, but now they come in 3-4-fold. The pain comes back as your eyes flutter open, and you find yourself, night has fallen, in this dark, damp, wet cave. As your eyes open, and for that first time, that breath you've been trying to take comes back into your lungs. The rest of you see Rhea awaken. What do you do?
How much time has passed for us? Like,
Yeah.
since we got to the cave?
2, maybe 3 hours. So she's been out, all in all, she's been out about 4 hours. From the time you, ran, got here, so very little time.
So I'm feeling like we would have taken them as far back in the cave as we could, safely go. And then Draven was going to be up more towards the front, so I don't think he would necessarily be here. He was going to be up towards the front, trying to do the keep up appearances if someone came by.
Got it. Okay.
But so he probably wouldn't necessarily be there at the time.
I figured if we were taking any rolls on who was keeping watch, I was going to have myself hidden and on the ceiling and ready to jump down on people if they entered the cave.
Got it. I will say, because of Draven's crit, I will say you guys have so far managed to avoid any detection. They don't seem to be on your tail. Also, I didn't forget to mention, Rhea, I will give you a hope just for your decision.
Yay. Do I get the hope for my roll my instinct roll with hope? I'm still not quite
yes,
clear.
You do. You
Okay.
get the hope from that.
Okay.
The only time you don't is if it's like a reaction roll. So
Okay.
I'll say
See,
it's
every
a
time you
reaction
talk
roll
about crits, you gain a hope and clear stress. I thought that meant that was the only time you're meant to.
No. It's a clarification because technically hope's not higher, so it's just clarifying that on a crit you still get it and you clear the stress. But anytime the hope dies higher, 90% of the time you get the hope. So who's there with Rhea when she awakens?
It's Lynn. And she's not happy about it.
I love it.
I don't think Rhea is really mentally present for.
I think Lynn also is just tired enough that she's just kind of she kind of perks up when she hears you take a breath, because you've been out for 2 or 3 hours. So Lynn's just gonna deeply sigh, and she's tired. She carried your ass down a mountain, flying the whole way. So she's just gonna kind of huff and be like, "Have you scrambled your brains completely?" Like she's talking to you as if to see if you can reply.
I don't think she will for a minute. I think, being present in a physical form where everything hurts and suddenly seeing and feeling and hearing everything. And I think she just yanks off her own monocle.
Hey.
For a second.
That was something
just to remove the visual stimuli.
Lynn's just gonna kind of lean, but she just kind of leans back against the cave wall. She's too tired to yell at this person at this point. She's like, I'm just gonna take that as a yes.
What was this? Hold on. Draven did say, what was something you didn't think about?
Oh, I was just gonna say I never thought about you had no form for that long and you come back. I bet it is very painful. I bet your body feels, you're like, oh, everything hurts.
Yeah, except it's more just ragged noises, but she can't quite scream and doesn't know she probably shouldn't. In the back of her mind.
Another thing, as you kind of sit up and look around, Lynn asks you this question, and even there's a part of you that knows you can respond. But just having been without a physical body for, again, from your perspective, a very long time, there's this moment where you kind of open your mouth and close it. And then you also, as your sensations are kind of coming back to you, you realize that you have this strong taste of iron on your tongue.
Just
radiation.
Blood?
Nothing there. Just this lingering taste of iron.
Radiation's tasting pennies.
So there is no blood in my mouth.
No blood. But as you go to do this and wipe it away, you notice for the first time the scars that have now extended down your hand.
Do I notice her looking at these?
Yeah, I mean, anything she's doing right now is pretty obvious to you.
Yeah, she's just kind of turning her hand over.
I'm just kind of
she's
where I'm kind of
trying out the fine motor.
I think I would have assumed that, despite how mad I am, I'm assuming I checked her over to make sure she wasn't actively bleeding, and these aren't open wounds.
She's totally fine. Physically. Physically, nothing is wrong with her that you could find.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of I'll just tiredly be a gift from your act of shoving your hand into unstable magic. I'm not even I'm just tired, I'm talking to a toddler, just tired. I'll be it's not bleeding. You don't seem to be actively wounded.
That is actually a perfect segue for what I was going to say, because Draven still has telepathy with Lynn, and so he says, Fortune. It looks like Rhea's awake, and Lynn's being mean on accident. We should go in there.
No, Lynn's being kind of mean on purpose.
Oh, Lynn's being mean on purpose. We should go in there.
At this point, the two of them make their way back to you. And actually, Rhea, give me a knowledge check,
Hell yeah.
please. Okay, I'll take that fear. But with a 15, you recognize them. At this point, they've come in, and your brain is starting to try to make sense of everything that you've experienced. You basically have these now. You already had some conflicting memories. Now you have this other, what feels like whole lived experience, and your mind is trying to make sense of it. And there's a moment to where like you don't recognize them when they walk in, but it quickly comes back to you.
She's
And
like,
I think-
oh, fuck, these assholes.
Oh, that's who was talking? Wish I'd stayed in the other place.
I had ascended. No.
I think at this point also you would have pieced together that for them and for reality, whatever that means, this has been a very short amount of time. I think you're aware of that now.
Yeah. I figure because we're still like on a mountain and everybody looks the same age.
What are y'all doing?
She's like holding her monocle in one hand.
Rhea, I must say, that was amazing. And he shows you, he's already got his book out and he's showing you the drawings he has of like all of the events. There's like one where you're about to touch and like all the hairs are standing up on your arm, and then there's another where you're like getting shocked, and like there's another, he makes you look like a badass in all of them though, but he's really excited, he wants you to see them.
Lynn is actually like, this pisses Lynn off more than like Rhea actually waking up, and she's just like, Draven, her actions could have killed all of us and doomed souls upon souls.
Yes, but they didn't, and they looked really cool. Look at these.
That would look really good on the hood of a car.
Lynn's just gonna walk away. Lynn's like actively like, she shoots you legitimately, like she's pissed at you, Draven. Like she shoots you like she's disgusted a little bit. Like she just shoots you the ugliest look and just goes to the mouth of the cave. She can't be near any of y'all right now if y'all are like gonna act this blasé about it.
Lynn storms off, and the three of you are left alone.
Foolish acolyte.
Well, anyway, what did you think of my drawings?
I like how you're both like, we're not getting in the middle of that.
Well, the last time I did, Lynn was pissed at me for days, so I'm choosing this time to. This time she can just be pissed at me, and I'm not going to make it worse.
I think she's gonna first try out, adding the visual stimuli back so she can actually see your drawings with the proper depth perception.
It's coming to you. You focus and blink a few times, but eventually your mind knows what to do. I mean, you've only been asleep for 4 hours, right? I mean, things are coming back at a relatively quick pace.
Well, they're lovely, but they're insufficient.
Ooh, burn!
I'm gonna spend a fear, and Draven takes a point of stress at that.
Well, I mean, okay, Draven might not. He's really excited about his pick. He might not understand what she means by, and he is offended by it.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
I was trying to be like in character for that.
Yeah.
That's fortunate.
Yeah.
Could you perhaps give me some notes then?
Oh, no. The excellent drawings. It's just that I don't think any medium could ever capture what happened there in its wholeness.
Well, I see what you mean. Perhaps sometime you could share this story with me in as best words you could. I would love to write that down.
I think
With
so.
your permission, of course.
I think that one might have to stay in the academic circles. I don't think that needs to be out in the public.
I see. Then perhaps you would share with me sometime. Not now. I understand you're probably not feeling the best, but perhaps sometime you would share with me not to be published. I'm just a very interested person in general, and I would never publish something that someone told me not to. It's against journalistic integrity.
Fortune's looking at you.
She allowed me. I have the documents. Those were not forged.
I will consider it once I've properly documented everything for myself.
I understand.
A lot to write down.
I don't mean to be crass and pushy. I'm just, you know me. I love some good gossip.
Please get to the point.
Well, that was it. That was the point.
That you don't want to be crass?
No, that
Okay.
If you wanted to share with me sometime, you should. You can,
Okay.
and if you don't, that's fine, and it won't. It's fine. That was it.
Right. How long has it been since we left?
Like 2 hours.
I feel like Fortune's gonna be like, "Well, you look like you got this, Javin. I'm gonna go check on Lynn. I'll be right back." I wasn't trying to steal the show. Go back to you.
I was trying to think of something to say.
Oh, I could segue just for you. I was going to look at Warren. I'm pretty sure I stowed a bottle of his fancy wine or whiskey when I was at his house, and I was just going to be like pouring a glass and handing it to Lynn, and look at Jorn and be like, "Yeah, you want a glass?"
I will say, in the meantime, Rhea is like writing stuff down, and she'll let Draven like copy her homework or whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
So before we segue, I will say, Draven, as you're kind of looking over her shoulder, Rhea's not writing in anything you've ever seen before. Rhea, to you, it makes perfect sense. But to you, Draven, it looks just like scribbles, the crazy glyphs of a mad person. You can't make any sense of what she's writing at the moment. But Rhea, to your mind, it is plain as day. And I don't think you realize that you're writing in something other than common. We never named it. Common. We'll think of something better later. And with that, we'll segue over to Yorn, who looks at you. Hey, wait, is that one of mine?
Lynn just
say no, say no.
She just takes the glass from Fortune. Didn't you say Fortune poured a bottle or has a bottle?
Yeah. I'm just going to pour the bottle like to hurt you, to me, to Yorn, and I'm just not going to answer him. I'm just going to look at him and give him a little wink, and then be like, "Lynn, I know today was rough, but and I'm just like pretty much cutting him out of the circle, like turning my back to him."
He's like leans his head back against the cave wall and tries to go back to sleep. He's over it.
Man, I know it's been really rough, but today was still a win. Everyone got out alive, and currently we're not running for our lives. So, here.
Like, she's gonna kind of, like, she softens a little bit. Like, she's still, like, stressed. Like, probably her arms are crossed. She's got that, like, she's just kind of, like, she's sipping not because she's thirsty, but just because she needs something to distract herself with. And she's just gonna kind of look at Fortune and just be like, Fortune, the Phoenix nearly broke your neck. And she called him there by touching that thing. How are you not angry about that?
I know. Look, you can still see the bruise prints. Isn't that cool?
No, like, and I think I'm actually gonna, like, no, how's your health right now?
2.
I'm gonna lean out. I'm gonna, like, lean out and, like, touch you, and I'm actually gonna use, like, 3 hope to heal you up a little bit.
Also, you'll notice when she shows you her neck, it doesn't look like a handprint. It almost looks like it's been in, like, a vice or something, like an actual mechanical device that was crushing her neck.
And when I reach out, actually, hang on. I think I actually have something I can use that's better than that I don't have to use 3 hope on.
Yeah, I was thinking that's an awful lot of hope.
I have an ability. It is called, I think, Mending Touch. Let me read it out to you because this could be a good moment for both of us. Sorry, give me just a moment to find it. You lay hands upon a creature and channel healing magic to close their wounds when you can take a few minutes to focus on the target you're helping, and I can spend 2 hope to clear a hit point on them. So I'll actually just use 2. But additionally, I'm going to kind of look at you, and I, like, put my hand, like, I've kind of got my hand, like, right here on you, and I'm going to lean down, and, like, very sincerely, I say, we're different, and I know that, and I've not always been kind to you, but I was so scared when he had you. I thought he was going to kill you. And she gets, like, a little, like, misty-eyed. And when I spend this healing time learning something new about a person or revealing something about yourself, you can clear 2 hit points on them instead. So you get another one back.
Oh, I like that.
I like how they build in roleplay benefits to your spells. That's cool.
I like that.
Oh, you sweet, sweet summer child. It's okay. I got distressed every time I almost died. I don't think I would ever be okay. After a while, it just stops bothering you so much.
I'm gonna you kind of see, like, Lynn rub her face, and she's like,
do you know how I get through it?
how?
Have you ever played Drunk Driver? And she's got a deck of cards, and she's going to go.
Is there driving in this world though?
Carriages.
Yeah.
Carriages.
Drunk horses.
Now I need to know what that game actually is.
I want to know
what's that. Lynn doesn't know what this is. Is it actually a game, or are you just gonna, like, throw the cards at her?
It's a drinking game.
It's a drinking game that you're supposed to play when you show up late to the party, and everybody else is already drunk, and you're not at all. And it's supposed to catch you up real fast. It's that kind of game.
Oh.
And it's like a 1-player game.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, so I'm just like shit-faced.
Yeah.
Let her not worry about her problems.
It's just an excuse to drink a lot. That's all it is.
Okay. Lynn, are you doing it?
Like, you actually shock Lynn so much. She kind of gives, like, a little laugh. Like, she gives a little laugh, and then she kind of gives a little sob, and then she gives another little laugh, and she goes, you know what? Fuck it. And she's just going to sit down and be like, show me.
Nice.
All right, so you have to either claim if it's a red card or a black card. And if you get it wrong, I don't actually remember all the rules to the actual game. But basically, you drink. And even if you got it right, you drink. Woo! And this is just like a little segue to, like, get your mind off of what just happened. We have a little
We're just
montage.
chilling there, like at the like Lynn's half keeping an eye out, like an ear out, I guess, especially because her hearing's good on the cave, you know,
Yeah.
and like everything. But she's gonna kind of unwind here with Fortune for a minute.
I feel like Fortune also has like Draven Bingo that she hands a copy to you. And it says things like "Come now, darling," or "Mrs. Applebottom kisses you,"
Ooh,
or
I'll write that down.
"Ooh, I like that. That's good." And writing that down, things like that. You know, it's Draven Bingo.
Okay. I want to actually play this. All right, make me a Dragon bingo card. Okay,
Okay,
we can
I'll have to do
give
that.
it to someone in chat. Vengeance or somebody can use it, right? And then they can play bingo, and we'll have a prize if we actually bingo.
That's pretty funny.
So the night
Um,
kind of drags on. Do you have something else you want to say?
no, I was gonna say if me and Lynn like are shooting this shit, I might ask her about like get super serious and be like, so, you know, looks like we might be in here for the rest of the night, and I don't know. I would really like to know more about you and your gods and your lady beloved that you keep going on and on about, and sounds so similar.
Like Lynn kind of just like she's like she feels like she's being patronized, but she's also like kind of flattered, you know, like she knows what you're doing, but it comforts her, you know, so she's like, well, the lady beloved is just one aspect of the beloved. They take many forms, many genders. The god tricks is sometimes what we call them. They're just one of the 9. I mean, they're not, everybody thinks they're just a person, but they're more than that. When you love something, when you feel for other people, the connectedness between people, the desire for beauty and truth and hope, that's them. Not all gods are as kind as the beloved, but they are the kindness on this world.
Well, I haven't really got to see them that much myself, but I do know that kindness exists. I know that love exists. There's just not enough of it to go around, is there?
We are all striving to meet the gods, but we fall short. I wish we didn't, but that's why we have the great wheel. We can live many lives. We can have so many times to try, and I want to try the best as I can in this life.
I feel like I sit down and snuggle kind of like next to you. That's all
We're
I'm
both
trying.
we're both kind of tipsy, and I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like Lynn does get like cuddly when she's drunk, you know, like
Like a cat.
yeah.
Well,
And I think I'm gonna kind of like be honest with you for a minute and be like, Fortune, I still don't understand, and I'm not trying to fight. But I don't understand why you stole from that man. He was just a regular person.
I can't say that I know what would and wouldn't have happened if I did what I thought was best. But I just thought for the greater good of myself, my party, and perhaps even him and his kids. The best thing that could have done his path would have been send him back home empty-handed and broke. It's better to do that than who knows what will happen.
Lynn kind of has like a moment of like you see her kind of like, oh, you were trying to protect him.
Of course. That's why he was on my path. That's why he was such a young fool, full of gold and hope and idiocy and easy pickings. If you don't want to be easy pickings, you've got to be smart. If I don't rob him, somebody else will and do much worse than I could possibly do.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we were there to help. I understand where you're coming from, but maybe when we reach out, there are different ways we can help them. Maybe you don't always know the ends that justify a means, so maybe we can try to be a good force and maybe only I'm trying to think of how like Lynn would like justify this. Like I think in her mind, like she sees that Fortune is trying to be kind, but she is like sometimes we misinterpret what the gods are trying to tell us. That's what we've been taught. Sometimes you try to help someone, but you hurt someone instead. But I think I understand where you're coming from, even if I didn't agree with how you tried to carry it out.
I'm trying to be a better person, but my life's had a lot of hardships, and thieving and stealing was what kept me alive. So, every day's new, every day's a new challenge. I'm willing to learn if you're willing to help me along the way.
I think I can enjoy that. And I'm gonna kind of just like raise a little glass, like I'll kind of sip the bottle, then pass it to you to drink after me.
Hmm.
This tender moment is interrupted as Yorn turns over in his sleep and just lets out this giant dwarfish fart. That kind of breaks the tension between, not like just kind of breaks that.
Lynn
like,
gags a
moment.
little bit because she's got a really sensitive spell, and she's just like,
But with
Oh,
that,
he's playing battleships, is he?
I'm going to give both of you a hope for that RP exchange.
I was going to say for the fart.
For the fart, for enduring, and then a stress for the fart.
Draven steps in and was like, I didn't want to interrupt that, but I did hear we're playing Drunk Driver.
Oh, yeah, get on in here.
Lynn
He'll
is
be
like,
there.
Lynn gives you a nasty look. Like, she's like, I don't want to play anymore.
Eddie.
She's mad at you. She's drunk, so she's not yelling, but she's catty.
Well, I wouldn't want to interrupt anything. I'll leave you girls alone.
As you come in, though, Rhea, you're left alone again for a moment. As Draven kind of, after not being able to interpret what you were writing, steps away, goes to see what the others are doing. And then there you are again by yourself until you feel this person move next to you and you look up and Kaliana is looking down at you. May I join you for a moment?
I suppose.
She'll just kind of sit down next to you, put her back against the wall. Are you well? You look... well, not quite yourself.
That is a loaded question. And has always been.
I suppose you're right about that.
To tell you the truth, I don't think, objectively, since I left my monastery, there hasn't ever truly been a time I could actually 100% truly answer that question in the affirmative.
I think I know the feeling. Alive, but drifting through this life. It's how I felt for a long time. I just wanted you to know that you were a friend to me once, when no one else would be, when I needed one most. And I'd like to be that for you, with whatever this is. She looks at your hand. Does it hurt?
Does it?
No, not anymore. At this point, it's just kind of faded, just like the scars on your face.
For a while it did. But not anymore. No more than the rest of it.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. I don't know what happened. The others have been rather cagey about talking about what happened in the office. All I know is that they brought you out, and you weren't conscious, and you scared me, is all.
Do you know that rift that you described?
I do. I'll never forget that rift. I see it sometimes when my mind wanders.
That's what I touched.
There was one there in his office.
Caged in a way. Yes.
What did you see?
Everything and nothing. Magic. It's the short answer to that question. In its truest form.
Is that how he
And
does
for-
it? How he makes us?
I cannot say. Being there. Touching that rift, it takes you somewhere. Where you go is... just a vast expanse of... something that I don't think I could describe in a way that any mind of this plane could comprehend. I struggle to find the words even now. But there was little direction, nothing else there. It's likely what he uses, possibly a conduit. It's part of it somehow. I refuse to believe anything else, otherwise why would he have it caged in his office?
You have a point there. Whatever it was, whatever happened, I'm glad you're okay. Maybe this will help. We can't let him continue to do this to people. If it's this dangerous, and he's using that to make others like me.
He is not of a physical order in the same way that I am. Nor are you.
I suppose not.
He doesn't have flesh or blood to burn. All he's got is a mind to fray. And a mind can be very well trained.
Do you have a plan of some kind? You speak as though you know something.
What I've discovered from this is I don't know jack shit.
Now that is a feeling I understand all too well.
Because I've found what I've been looking for this whole time, and it's not a discovery that I can accurately... I mean, this is the closest I've gotten, and I'll show her what I'm writing.
She looks at it, and you can see what passes for a brow for her furrows. I'm sorry, I don't understand. What language is this?
I figured I don't know any much else but common.
No, I'm rather fluent in that, and my native tongue from Etheria as well, but I've never seen anything like this. This is... I apologize, I just don't... I don't know what this is, what you're trying to show me.
You're just gonna look at it again.
It makes total sense to you.
Are you well? It looks fine. These are common words. Certainly. It's what I've been writing the whole time.
Oh, well, perhaps something is wrong with my ocular senses or something. I'll see if I can do some kind of check while I rest later.
Maybe before that we can get one of the others to read it. Certainly.
Of course, yeah, that would
See
probably help.
where the problem lies. Of course, we must. It's we have to figure out, get more data about the issue.
Of course.
Sample size of 2.
She seems a little uncomfortable at the moment, as though she's gotten too close to like pressing you on your delusions or something. So you can see her; she's backing off just a little bit. Well, okay, good idea. I think yes.
Whatever it is, these words are still insufficient. As descriptive as I can be. I'm no poet, but I know how to use language. But they are insufficient. Any depiction that is of this world will forever be insufficient. You say I was out for hours, perhaps?
It was 4 hours, 12 minutes, and 32 seconds.
I spent eons wherever I was. Time stopped meaning anything.
That must have been very lonely.
It was. It was beautiful, but I couldn't do anything with it. What good is an answer if you can't, use it?
Sometimes the answer's just worth knowing.
I'm certainly glad I know, but what I don't... What I don't understand is why this... And she's holding up, the newer scarring. Is this... Pointing to her face. Why this is this? And what exactly did this part of it? I said a mind can...
Go ahead, sorry.
I said a mind can fray, and mine is hanging on by shreds. I think the only answers I might find, if there are any to be found, are up higher in the mountains.
Maybe that's where we should go next.
I'd like to.
Well, I think it's probably time we all get some rest. I'm glad you're okay. And I'm here if you need anything. She kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and just gives it a very gentle squeeze. And it's cold to the touch. I mean, it's cold in here, and she's made of metals and stone, leather. And then with that, she will just give you some privacy.
I'm gonna keep writing in what I 100% believe to be common.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else the rest of you want to do before I graciously give you a long rest?
Just so everyone knows, that whole time she was invisible.
Oh, God.
Oh, so you're just spying on me?
No. Kaliana.
Yeah, Kaliana.
How long does that last?
Until she does 2 actions.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
I could have imagined you would have dropped it when we thought we were hidden.
I think she probably would have.
I
don't know. I kind of like the idea of Rhea talking to invisible Kaliana.
And everyone else is in the other room being
shit.
Who's she talking to?
Honestly, I don't think Rhea would question it.
I
Oh,
think we
that's
would have
hilarious.
heard Caliana talking. Just because you're invisible, I don't think it
Oh yeah,
had to
no, I
really-
think she
Yeah.
does speak out loud, but like, yeah.
She does. Yes, that's so
Still.
funny. I
But
hadn't thought
still.
about that. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I'm gonna say, for the purposes of not making Rhea seem crazier, that she was visible at the moment.
Okay. That's fair.
Whoa. I will use DM power to remove that temporary condition from her. I'll use the spotlight. So, although that is hilarious. Anything else that you all want to do before your long rest?
So Draven really likes like codes and cryptography. He really likes words.
Okay.
Would Rhea allow him to have like a page that you've written just to look at? And he's going to even pretend like, oh, it's very interesting. I just want to study it a little bit.
I can let you. You can make a copy, but keeping the original.
Okay. So yeah,
Or
Draven
I'll
kind of
let-
wants to
yeah,
study
I'll
it and
let
see
you
if
like
there's.
copy it.
Draven kind of wants to study and see if there is like a code or anything he can figure out
That
about it.
consistency.
Okay. Okay. Give me a knowledge roll right now.
Hoping for instinct, but okay.
This is knowledge. 12
Ooh.
with fear. I will take the fear. You might
Can I
have an
use my
experience,
rally
though,
die?
first. Oh, sure, go ahead.
Which, by the way, everybody has a rally die.
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
So
so that takes it up to
17
17
with
with
fear.
fear. Okay. Looking this over, I think you stay up a little late, looking this up, down, left, and right. You can definitely make out patterns. This is a language of some kind, and you notice that a lot of the symbols resemble arcane runes you've seen before.
So it's not a cipher. It's not like a code. This is another language.
This is another language
Okay.
that she seems to know and just be fluent in out of nowhere. Now, given that, I will say that's about as far as you can get now. But during rests, if you want, you can use one of those downtime actions to take this on as a project and begin to work towards learning, deciphering, figuring out more about it.
Honestly, that sounds like Draven's deal. Draven
That
loves
does-
shit like that.
See, yeah, I figured you'd like that. That's my little carrot I'm gonna dangle in front of you.
Okay. Yeah, Draven. I'm down for that. That's awesome.
Okay. Anything else?
That would help Rhea too. Like Rhea doesn't necessarily. Can Rhea read back what she's written?
Yes.
Can I do that? Yeah.
Yeah. To you, it's just like, yeah, this is my journal. Like everything looks normal to you.
Interesting.
One of many. I think she has a few at this point.
Probably.
All right. I'm good.
Okay.
We can do the long rest now.
Long rest. Okay. Go ahead, take your long rest. I will say this. While you're long resting, though, Rhea, sleep comes for you, and it's mainly dreamless. But you still feel as though you're back there for a minute. Nothing like the time you spent before, but there's still some part of you that's connected to wherever you were.
Oh.
You're going to have two new little features.
Ooh.
Because you have came into contact with basically the magic that courses through your body, you're going to have advantage on any kind of checks for like sensing innate magic in the world, understanding that kind of innate magic. So write that down. You'll have advantage. You'll also get this once per, let's see, probably once per rest. Whenever you make a damage roll, you can tap into the innate like magics within you, that chaotic nature of the sorcerer, you can roll an additional d6 to add it to the damage, with the caveat that if the damage comes up a 1, it blows back on you instead. Because it's fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Little wild magic. Bring some wild magic into Daggerheart.
Drama.
I say you could do that once per.
Are you gonna drop a fireball right in the middle of the party?
Oh yeah, I'd say let's say once per like long rest. So like once a day, you can do that. So you have a good chance of getting extra damage, and just 1/6 chance that it blows up in your face. But that's fun RP's time, right?
Yeah, and the first one was I have advantage.
You'll have advantage on any kind of roll for that pertains to some kind of innate magic in the world. Sensing it, like when you're trying to detect magic on something, right? If you're trying to decipher something about the magical world, you'll have advantage on those checks.
Cool. Don't mind the clickety-clackety of the keyboard. I just realized that picks up in my mic. I didn't realize... I never realized how loud this keyboard is. I didn't think it was a mechanical keyboard, but it might be.
I like the clickety-clacks.
It's pretty. There's this woman that I work with. Every time she calls, you can hear her, and she's typing like a crazy person. She must be doing like 300 words a minute. I don't know. And it's just every time she calls you, that's how you can just hear her in the background. I'm like, girl, calm down.
She's actually
It's like
not
fucking doctor's
at
office
all.
keyboard. It's doctor's office keyboards. They all have like the M Cherry like blue switch or whatever,
Oh, yeah,
which is I
yeah.
believe what the clicky one that's noisy as shit, and I hate it.
Yeah, I was thinking she like
I
typed
hate
like 10
keyboards that
words
make
per minute,
actual noise.
but it's just because she's like backspacing and retyping constantly.
Yeah.
She's really bad at typing.
I always at least appreciate like when I'm on the phone with like customer support or something, if I can hear their keyboard, because otherwise, that long pause they take when they're entering everything, it's like, did the call drop? Are you still there? At least if I can hear their keyboard, I know that there's someone still there. Because there's been a time where like it went on for like 30 seconds, and I'm like, hello? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm just making some notes. I'm like, cough or something, dude. Just let me know that you didn't hang up on me. Okay. The morning. Oh, by the way, you took your long rest. What actions are we taking? Long rest wise. You get 2.
I'm gonna
remember?
get rid of my stress and make all of my armor good again.
Okay.
I fixed my armor, and I'm going to keep working on solving the, deciphering the language.
Okay. I'll get to that in just a second. Everybody else?
I'll just fix my armor and reduce my stress to 0.
Okay. And then Rhea, what about you? Rhea. Long rest actions.
Yeah, no, I'm getting rid of my... I was too busy. I was very thinking, because I'm like...
I could tell.
There's a lot of things. Okay, so you can... Is it you get rid of your stress?
Yeah, so you can do 2... You get to pick 2 of those actions, but for the long rest, you'll clear all the stress. You can clear all your hit points back, fix your armor all the way back up, work on a project, or prepare and gain a hope. So those are your choices for long rest. But yeah, it would clear them completely.
I have 5 out of 7 stress, so I'm gonna.
Good idea.
I'm gonna do that.
Get
Actually-
de-stress, get some hot stones put on you.
I hate to go back, but since I only have 1 stress, it seems kind of wasteful since I can do a max of 6.
Yeah, no, you're
Can
fine.
I work on a project?
Yes, what are you working on?
I want to work on Kellyanna.
Okay.
I want to see about giving her a weapon of some sort. Even if it's as cruel as me duct taping a knife onto her. Like, I just want to give her a weapon of some sort.
Or duct tape a knife to a stick. There's plenty of sticks.
But she might not be able to grasp a stick with those big claws.
I don't think
big,
that's how clank
meaty
hands
claw.
work.
They're hands. They're hands. They're just like mechanical hands. Imagine them more like when Luke gets his new hand in Star Wars, right? It still functions. It has dexterity.
Or those like really cool like 3D printed like mechanical prosthetics that people make where they can like open and close their fingers with like minimal movement from wrist muscles.
I always imagine the clanks as like filigreed automatons, you know, where like sometimes they have plates with engravings, and then sometimes you just see the gears or the mechanics underneath them.
Yeah.
I think of them as like androids, but not like Detroit Become Human androids.
See, I always thought of them like
I see them as exos. I see them as exos from Destiny. I'll say it.
Well, I was thinking they were more like very clean, like an iRobot, but maybe not.
Like
I was thinking that they're made of like brass and silver and like with like a bunch of gears and like etchings and stuff on them. Like the fancier ones that are owned by like fancy people are like look fancier.
Yeah.
And then like the basic ones are just like no engravings, very like minimalist.
Yeah.
I do love hearing everybody's like own version of what they thought it was. You know what I mean?
Well, and I like that they are all valid in that, you know, clanks are made for different functions, just like you said. Some look different depending on what they're made for, what they're ranked to be sold into, if they're a maid, or if they're going to be like a defense, or if they're going to be like a chef. They all look a little different. So I love this. To me they look like what Hero Forge allows me to make them look like.
So my plan is to basically make her into the Mark V for Speed Racer.
Okay. Eventually, so
she's like this car. Yeah, like the car. Like not necessarily a car, but like she's got the oil that makes everybody fall down. She's got ball bearings. There's a little monkey and a little boy.
She's a utility robot.
We're here the whole time.
You know what I do like? I like to imagine she's actually genuinely got like a big spool of like wire that's really handy that she can like use like at any time, that just voluntarily she can like unspool it and re-spool it when she needs it to do repairs or like set traps or stuff.
She could do like, see, I was thinking like an entangle, but I like the piano wire better.
Yeah, you wrap it around the neck. Oh yeah.
I just thought maybe more of like a tripwire to like set up, you know, like a utility, less attack. I think she's a very gentle person.
You can choke someone with a tripwire.
You can. You can really mess someone up at the garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing.
I sent a picture of an exo in our friggin' one of the many possible designs for one in our chat, but like
once we're all up, I'm gonna like wait until like Draven has a moment alone, and I'm just gonna kind of look at him and be like, whatever we do, we need to get rid of Bjorn. I'm like gonna say this quietly to him.
Okay, before we get to that though, let me do the two downtime actions. So I'll do Fortune first. If you could roll me a finesse check, please. 19 with hope. Okay, you're trying to give her a weapon, right?
Brother.
19 with hope would be a success for this. In that you can give her the equivalent of 1 tier 1 weapon.
Okay, sounds good. Sure, I'll take whip. I have nothing in mind, so I'll take whip.
Whip, and we've already kind of described it. I think it's the spool thing that you just said. You modify it because the spool was there for repairs, right? But you found a way to modify it to make it to where it's a little bit more flexible. She can like whoosh it out. I don't know if that picked up, but
I heard that.
Nice.
Whips also have a function where it can drive up to 2 people back. Like it can drive people away from her. Like it can literally push them back. There's like it's an offhand weapon.
Okay.
So you'll have to read it, but like I'm not saying it's super powerful, but it does keep people like a physical distance away from her.
So what I'm gonna have to do now is build a character sheet for her, I assume. Just so I can track all this stuff. If you're going to keep upgrading her, I'll probably need to.
I want to keep upgrading her. I want to give her like a cannon that she just like on people.
Okay.
So oddly enough, so the whip is it's a charisma thing. It's a very close. It's 1d8 physical damage one-handed, and
Okay.
and granted she'd have to mark a stress, but you crack the whip and force all adversaries within melee range back to close range.
Okay.
Oh,
That is cool.
Nice.
So it's kind of like you're whipping it around and getting
Like
everybody.
you do an Indiana Jones and you're like back
Catwoman.
like
Oh.
a Catwoman.
I like that you said Indiana Jones and I said
And
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
I just like the phrase "whipping it around." That just is silly to me.
Okay. Next, we'll go to
Sorry, I
Draven. You can give me, now that you've become familiar with it, knowledge or instinct.
Hmm.
9.
God
Dear.
damn.
Don't even waste it.
Do I have anything that can help me? Let's
You
see.
use an inspiration
don't.
die, but it's a new day.
No, this is part of the long rest action. So this
Oh,
this is happening, yeah.
Okay,
no,
if this is
that's
not
good.
if this is can I help him or does he have to do it by himself?
No, because this would be you would be busy
I'm
doing
asleep
your
already,
long
I'm out.
rest section.
I'm
You're
already
awful.
asleep.
You're doing shit. You're doing your own shit right now. You got your own shit going on.
I'm bonding over here with Fortune. We're in a cuddle pile. Like I'm asleep and like I've got my tail like wrapped around her.
Oh, and
Oh,
you're
I
so
love
mad.
that.
You're super mad at Draven. You wouldn't help anyway. You're like, fuck
Oh
you.
no, I was gonna be passive aggressive so you could help me out of spite. You know what I mean?
Oh,
When
I
someone's
love
like,
they can beg
cool,
for him.
and then you have to like. That's how I get around helping Rhea. I just say something shitty so her spite can kick in.
Oh,
Okay.
well, he failed it anyway.
So with a 9, because you are still taking this downtime action, you make a little progress, but just not what you would hope for. You're still overwhelmed, confused, and just when you think you're starting to figure out some kind of pattern to it, it doesn't change, but like it feels like it changed. Like you're like, wait, that's not what I read a minute ago. I didn't think. There is an innate chaos to whatever you're looking at that's just making it very hard to comprehend.
Will this project have like a countdown?
It does. I'm going to
Okay.
keep track of it myself.
Oh, I don't even see it.
You won't know it. And I will say,
Can't afford it.
every time
can't
you
do it.
rest like this, it will go down at least 1 because you're taking the
Okay.
action to do it. So that was a fail. With
So I assume
fear.
this is 1.
That was 1. That is the lowest you can get. So it went down 1.
So this is a language, is what he says at the end of the night.
I'm on to something.
Someone wrote this, I think.
There are words. There is what the fuck is the writing done with? Ink on
Yeah.
cellulose-based paper.
There's
Actually, I think
meaning
that
behind
it
this.
Draven does have a plan to find out more, but he doesn't want to bother Rhea right now because we're all doing our own shit. We all got our own shit going on.
Fair enough. With that, the morning comes. Still kind of a shitty day. Actually, you know what? Let's remove the rain. Let's make it a not shitty day.
Oh my god,
It's just
Quit raining.
overcasting gross, but it's not actively raining.
it's hailing golf balls.
It's hailing golf ball. Yeah.
The rain does subside in the middle of the night. It's still kind of foggy up here on the mountain as you all come to feeling rested. The night passed without any incident. No one seemed to find you. I'll actually say, give me Fortune. Give me an instinct roll. How's Nightmare doing, by the way?
She's been just hanging out the whole
Okay.
time.
Resting.
I've been waiting. Yeah, they had quite a beating during the last mission they went on. So,
Okay.
they just like living inside my clothing. at all times.
That's horrifying.
So that's what they've been doing for the last few
Okay.
days is like finding snacks and hanging out.
Well, and they needed time to rest and heal up too. I will say that in the night, I mean, because it's a bat raven, they would have gone out probably looking for snacks for a little bit. So give me a perception, instinct roll, and we'll see what if they saw anything. 16. Okay, with fear. With a 16, having spent most of the night looking around, and I assume you and Nightmare have a subtle way of communicating. He, she, what is Nightmare? They.
Who knows? Fortune doesn't either.
Nightmare is whatever you decide Nightmare is in that given moment.
They're androgynous and they change.
Yeah, I like to imagine Nightmare's like one of those fish that like it'll just take on whatever like sex that needs to balance the population.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I like that being a canon biological aspect of this creature.
They're just hermaphrodites.
Yeah.
Like actually, and it's
Exactly. So they come back and you just from their general demeanor, you think that whoever was looking for you has probably given up in the night. It's quiet. No one's been around. You don't see any signs of people having come near. So
I feel like we hung up like a crappy sheet and like painted rocks on it.
Well, I thought about doing my
I like
cloaking
to imagine
ability.
there's some snow out there, and we actually packed the snow like strongly on the outside that it formed like a thin wall to kind of hide it.
It's a good idea.
We also hung the crappy sheet.
Yes.
That was Draven's
our single shitty tarp. He painted little snowflakes in it as if that would like.
Oh, cut up snowflakes though.
Oh, yeah.
Folded
that
paper
was
cut.
That was Caliana's downtime action. She was making the snowflakes for you.
Her.
With her scissor hands.
I swear to God, if you make her our old yeller, I will kill you.
Or if she ever turns against us. No, you can't do that.
Don't even. I don't want to know.
Noted.
No, these are new session 0 rules.
That we're putting on him.
She can't die.
On the DM.
Yeah, she can't die, and she can't turn against us anymore.
Like throw up the
at best, if you need to get rid of her, she just has to go and live happily somewhere on her own.
There is there's an X card feature in Alchemy. If anything ever happens, it'll be the one time I see that. Wait, hold up. Damn it. Okay, new lines and veils. Understood. Understood.
You can hurt me if you make it really good, but you better make it worthy.
Okay.
Yeah, if it has to happen, it better be good. That is the rule. You're right.
Okay.
It better be good.
I can work with that.
Not just some bullshit.
Not like, oh, she got into combat and y'all failed to save her ass and some random person destroyed her.
I don't do that. When I kill people, it has meaning, and you all know it.
And we will all cry.
So.
Okay.
What's the plan today?
I think as we're awkwardly... Lynn's like awkwardly boiling like a little pot. Like she's got like a really small little kettle she keeps in her backpack where she can put those little like portable blood soups for when she needs to eat, you know? And like while she's getting water, she kind of just like kneels down and like quietly, like when Draven's by himself, like maybe he's doodling in his journal or something, and she's like kind of just under her breath, like, we need to get rid of Bjorn. And you can tell it's like very business-like. Like she's in, like, we need to think about our safety mode.
Sorry.
So,
I don't think that was Draven shushing Lynn. Shh.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was shushing my dog. I don't know. Did you hear
I heard the boof. I heard the boof.
Yeah, no. I was shushing him. Draven's just like, oh, yes, of course, Lynn. I've already thought about this. I'm pretty sure I was thinking I would just do my sleep special on him and we just get the fuck out of here. What do you think?
Put him to sleep and then we'll figure out where to go. And she's like gonna take a little sip of her blood soup, which I like to think that Draven is still like, ugh.
You make like black pudding.
Also, Lynn, I feel like you're mad at me. Are you mad at me?
I love this.
Like she was gonna glare, but like she's just like,
I feel like she flat out told you, I'm mad at you. And Draven's like, I feel like something's the matter.
Like she's angry with me.
No, Lynn could be
something.
like, Lynn could be like, have her freaking like guts, like she could have like her heart stabbed and then the knife still sticking out and him bleeding all over the place. And Draven's like, I think you might be dying. I think you might have been stabbed.
This is just
By
how
someone with
Draven.
intent to kill.
This is just how Draven deals with social situations, similar to how Ravnok does, where it's just like he pretends like nothing's going wrong, and he's like, "Oh, is everything okay?"
No, that's incredibly funny. I'm just taking the bit and running with it.
like Lynn just looks at you and like she's just like, I know what it's like. I know Rhea is unstable. I could tell that for a while, but I thought you cared more about like making sure this falls through, and she is unstable.
Lynn, I wouldn't disagree with you, but at the same time, risks must be taken, and you also, can't exactly control everyone else. If she chose to do that, I can't really stop her. I'm also not going to lie. It was really cool. And did you see my drawings?
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna kind of there's risk and then there's recklessness, and I hope her recklessness doesn't get us killed and condemn Caliana to being stuck in that goddamn hunk of metal. And she's just gonna turn away and kind of leave. Like she's just.
Lynn, please. Draven closes the book. Lynn, please. I'm sorry. I understand. You know me. We're friends. I apologize. You're right. I will. While I can't control her, I could also not encourage her.
That would be acceptable.
I appreciate this, Lynn. Thank you.
Lynn kind of calms down, and so she's just going to take another little sip of her soup.
Just a little sippy.
Fortune.
Draven just kind of frowns a little.
I heard you trying to say something before that. What were you wanting to do? Do you remember? Yes. When we first woke up, I thought you were trying to say something. But...
Well, you were asking about Nightmare, and I kind of said up until this point, but now that I'm thinking about it, so one, I wanted to have pick up all the trash that we have and add a little note to Cole, which was somebody I saw rather in the Iron Gates.
Ethereum Forge Works?
Yes, thank you. And just in the trash, leave them a note saying hey, contact, this is Fortune. We need to know how to destroy that conduit. If you know any ins and outs.
Okay.
And
So
then
gonna...
just go ahead. That's just going to be trash that they shoot out and leave. But then drop a note off at Liliana. And just be like, hey girl, how you doing? Love you.
Okay.
You almost died a few times. Hope you're doing great with your dad. Drop me a line.
So let me get this straight. So the note for your contact in the Ethereum Forge Works, that's not being sent to them. That's kind of being left here around.
He's the janitor, and it's trash.
Oh, you wanted to have left it back in there. Gotcha.
Well,
Okay.
just by the front door with a bunch of trash.
Okay. I thought you meant in the cave. I'm like, he is not the janitor of this cave. I'm with you.
No, no.
We can work on that.
Right.
This cave doesn't have a janitor, just so you know.
Good.
It
You know, I
should.
never asked. Did we find anything, even like sparkly rocks? Anything in this cave? Anything fun?
This cave sucks. No,
Aw.
it's just a cave.
We didn't die.
You didn't.
Yeah, we
die.
got shelter. We found
You found
warmth.
shelter. There are, I will say, other caves if you'd like to go spelunking, but this one was just deep enough to kind of like give you
I
shelter.
feel like
For the night.
Lynn did find at least one rock she liked.
But it's just a rock.
Maybe like quartz, just like a nice quartz rock.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, if that's what you're looking for, it's not really
Yeah.
worth anything. But if you're
No,
just
no,
looking
I just want something.
Okay.
Ooh.
There's
there
no
are
rose
pretty
quartz.
rocks.
She's got
I-
a rock collection at home, and like she's starting a new one for her
Okay.
journey.
I misunderstood. I'm not trying to kill your fun. I'm just saying they're not really worth anything. Yes, there's rocks. There's all sorts of really pretty rocks that you can find. I think there's one. What rock do you find? What's it look like?
I like to think I find I find like a rose quartz that's almost a heart. Like if you squint at it, she's like, "Oh, it's a sign." Like she's like, you know, like when people are like Jesus on toast, like
Yeah.
it's a good omen, and she's gonna like take it.
Okay. Also, with you sending a letter to Liliana, you can send that out. Nightmare will be gone for a day or two in order to get
Awesome.
the note there and back. So, but next time you see
So,
Nightmare,
well, I'll ask the group if there's anything else that they want to say to Liliana as I'm like about to like send the message. But
any takers?
and if not, okay, bye.
I wrote her a lot of letters already.
Well, yeah, that was like at least 2 days ago. Maybe
I feel like
3.
everybody else really bought. Like Lynn liked Liliana and was like, "Oh, good for you," but she like was also just kind of like, "Oh, a child." You know what I mean? Like she didn't dislike Liliana, but she doesn't know how to treat children like children. So she's just like, that's why she's like, "Well, just smack him," or you know, or just do a thing that a child can't do. Is her advice, you know?
I feel like this is like the millennial coming out in me that I just can't come up with what I would write, and I'm just like, I got nothing to say.
You just draw a little happy face with a lizard tongue.
Haven't spoken to her in 3 weeks. I'm just like, I don't know.
Rhea, what about you? Do you have anything you'd like for Fortune to write to Liliana? I feel like every time I ask you a question, there's like this long pause. And I'm like, are you there?
What am I doing?
Do you have anything you'd like to drop a line to Liliana?
Oh gosh.
Because
I thought you said Caliana, and I was very confused.
Yeah, I realize I named them too close, but it's
He loves.
No. I'm just
Caliana.
deaf as fuck.
She's like, wait, why am I writing a letter to this lady that's right here with us? No,
I'm
the
like,
girl.
I mean, okay, yeah, no, the child. Just you are still loved.
Okay.
When Rhea writes, "You are still loved," is it in common or is it in
Well,
her ridiculous
Spooky language.
here's a question. Are you writing it or are you just telling Fortune what to write?
Oh, are we all?
Fortune, not very literate.
So I assume we're all passing around the note to
Pass it
write
around.
our own little like sign in the
Draven will
card,
write
you
it
know.
for you all, and he said,
Lynn's
but
just
he also
XO, yeah.
Draven will write it, but he also says to Rhea, "Wouldn't you rather write this?"
Okay.
Okay. She writes her message, hands it back to you. It is in the same language that you were studying. It almost
And-
like this is her default language that she writes in now.
It's like when you get those people that like get a severe brain injury and then suddenly they have a French accent or something.
Kinda, yeah.
Draven also says, Rhea,
Hmm?
I've been trying to help Fortune learn to read. Show her this sentence here. What does it say?
I know how to read.
Shut up.
You are
Not very
about
well.
as Draven, you are about as subtle as a bag of rocks rolling down a hill.
Well, all right.
That's what that says? Wow, I don't know how to read.
No. I'm not sure what I'm laughing at more, my shitty analogy or your reaction to it.
That's what that says.
That was perfect timing. Oh my god.
No, it's not. What I wrote was you are still loved. Draven is just unsubtle in that he's trying to get me to do or say something, and I don't know what he wants from me, and he won't just come out and say it, so I'm over here fucking guessing.
Draven, I think
don't
at
need
this
more
point,
guesswork.
Kaliana
Rhea,
catches your eye and goes, you can make up your own choice, though. Kaliana seems nervous about you broaching this subject. But that doesn't have to stop you. I'm just...
Draven's kind of just a honest, like, to his friends at least. He's honest. And he sees
He's
Rhea
also
as his
subtle
friend.
as a bag of rocks rolling down a hill.
Yeah, and he's like, Rhea, you're not writing in common. And
That's
know
just blatantly false.
I know you believe you are. But what you're writing is no language I've ever seen. And I've been trying to decipher it a bit.
Did you pull her aside to say this privately, or do you just say it in front of everybody?
Just do it
I would
for
recommend above
I'll
table
pull her-
that maybe we don't let Lynn know about this right at this moment.
I pulled her to the side. I pulled her to the side.
I love when the players are like, don't tell me this. It
I
will
also
not
love
end
that we
well for
watched
you.
Duke go into Rav's cam and then back
know.
across. God, I love
I
this game.
pull her to the side, and I'm just kind of being like, listen, here's what's happening. You say that you've been gone for an eternity, essentially.
Yep.
Isn't it perfectly reasonable that you may not
Remember the concept of the common written language anymore?
Well,
Certainly.
not exactly. What I mean more is, like you've been explaining, it's too much for your words. You keep saying that. Perhaps it's not too much for some words that you've learned while you were gone, and you
I
just
like that line.
don't
That was
necessarily know. You believe you're writing in common, but you're not. And what I'd like to do is help you figure out what this language is that you're writing. I am somewhat of a linguist. I could perhaps help with this, but I've never seen a language like this.
If
Rhea,
you source
you're
outside help, you don't say it came from me. That's my only stipulation.
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't.
If you source any help outside of yourself from any, sentient individual, just don't mention it came from me.
Understood. Completely.
Otherwise, if I'm writing in a language,
Meanwhile,
this
that's
is
when
kind
Fortune
of
has sent off Nightmare right when you say that.
Oh no.
oh, so you send off the writing in the language, the fucked up language.
Just when you said that. Oh, God damn.
I'm killed.
Honestly, I'm here for this. Send the child the fucked up language. Do it.
It's gonna be fun.
Rhea doesn't need
No.
more. Rhea needs some more shit to get into. She needs some more
Understood.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
However, Rhea, I believe you and I together could figure this out. Like I said, I'm somewhat of a linguist, and you yourself are a You're very adept at magic. You've got a natural predilection for magic. Perhaps we could, I feel like we could figure this out.
If I can be of any help, my perception
tell
of
you what.
reality. Oh, goodness gracious! My perception of reality is fundamentally flawed in a very key way.
That's the best. You see things that others don't. You see things
Revan,
that
I
others
fear
don't.
I may have actually lost my mind.
No. Listen, I've seen people that have lost their mind. They don't know they've lost their mind. If you're questioning it, you're fine.
That's actually rather wise. I'll keep that in mind.
As long as you're able to question it, keep questioning it. However,
this is shit.
when we get back to camp later, or whenever we rest, what I would like to do is take the page that I have been working with, and I just want you to read it to me, and let me write down what you say it says.
With that being
And,
said, if you both use the downtime action to work on this project together, it'll be like
Yeah.
a tag team roll. So you both roll, choose which one you can take, and it'll help you progress that faster.
Hell yeah.
Draven and Rhea figure out a primordial language! Woo!
We take like sexy pictures with guns, like
Feel like our fingers
like
have like
Charlie's
actual magical fire coming out of them.
But Draven still just got a book.
Yeah.
I
Well, it
imagine
depends.
Dragon with his little, his quill or something. I'll shoot
Yeah,
fire out.
yeah.
So,
Okay. At this point, I think we're all kind of like starting to pack up. We haven't talked about where we're going yet, but this is like Lynn's gonna give a look at like Draven, like because I think Yorn had been kind of hungover and like is finally getting up.
well, folks, where are we heading to today?
Yawn. Come over here. Let me tell you about this story. And I start reading to him I have a random encyclopedia. It's just a book, just one book. I don't have the whole thing. It's the LL through
LW.
LX. I don't know what that word would possibly be, but
It's a Roman numeral.
yeah. So this is what the book is, and I just flip to a random page and I start reading to him about llamas.
Go for it.
And
Llamas. I wasn't going to make you roll for it till you said llamas.
I get a hope.
You also should have your rally die.
Okay.
No, I've already used my rally die.
No, it's in brand
new
new.
No. So
Is it one per session?
rally die is per session.
Oh,
Okay.
I know.
Um,
I'm gonna like Lynn will give him like a hope and just be like, "Don't you dare fuck this up!" Like she's like, "Come on now!" Like she's been putting up with your shit, so
Okay,
like come
so
through.
how are you helping? As you see that he's starting to like his eyes are a little heavy, but he's looking at Draven. He goes, how did you know I love llamas? I find them unbelievably fascinating. And I think at this point, Lynn,
I think Lynn is
what
kind
do you
of like
say?
leaning back, and she just kind of like very softly starts to sing like a lullaby, like
Okay.
she's like as if she's like chilling, and you just hear kind of like a, like kind of like
Yeah.
singing under her breath kind of thing.
Oh, I feel like your lullabies involve like purrs and stuff like that.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that would be great. Like,
Yeah.
you just
that'd be
rub up
putting you right to
against him.
sleep.
As he starts to talk, that'll
Y'all
in the
hear
hope-
like it sounds like a little motor engine coming from her all of a sudden, and it's just like it's like think of a cat, but like 3 cats like turned up to 11, and that's like a cougar. You hear like a low purr that you almost feel,
Yeah. So I don't know if I've done it like this in the past, but I think it's how I want to do it going forward. Since you're helping, you roll the d6. Spend the
Okay.
hope and you roll the d6. Oh yeah, okay.
Hey.
He starts to tell you things about llamas, right? And you start to feel yourself getting sleepy as you're like kind of dozing because he's just going
Oh,
on.
God.
And then you start to hear this lullaby and you kind of pick up on what Lynn's doing and you like turn the page. What's next after llamas? What's the next thing you find?
Lemurs.
It's some crazy name of a town in Wales. That's the only other thing I can think of that starts with two L's.
It's a town from the far north of this
The
region.
far, far north. As you
Yeah.
start talking about that, and he's like, I don't think there's any llamas that far north. As he just starts to drift off. He starts to fall towards you. Are you catching him or letting him fall to the ground?
I'm gonna catch him.
Okay.
He sucked. He tried to kill us, but I also
He
He
is
did take
technically
Caliana.
he is technically an
concussions.
Also,
old
he might
friend of
wake
yours.
up if he falls.
No,
falling
he
asleep.
won't. If that's what you're worried about, he will collapse without because
Oh,
you've put
then
other
never
people
mind.
to
Fuck
sleep.
him.
Okay.
Then never mind. Fuck that guy. He
He's-
fucked us over. He was supposed to be my friend.
Morals and whatnot.
He starts to fall towards you as you just step to the side and he falls onto the ground. A little bit of dust kind of flies up and he just goes right back into this deep dwarven snore.
Lynn's gonna
Pardon.
sigh and just kind of like I guess she kind of looks at you. She's like, I guess you should put some contacts for the journalist guild on him somewhere, so when he wakes up, he has somewhere to go. We did say we'd try to protect him.
I mean,
He lied to us.
he doesn't really have any.
But all right, Lynn. I'm sorry.
That
Damn
if
it.
he helped us, we would get his life to safety as well.
I feel like after Draven says that, Lynn, you just give like this look of death, and he's like, okay. He starts writing the note. And he also leaves him like 5 gold, like a handful of gold.
Even though Nightmare is gone, I'm gonna pluck a couple of strands of hair, so I can write him a message later.
Okay. Perfect. With that, Caliana gets
Rip
all
that
of her
off.
things together.
A portion of his scalp.
Ew.
Sorry.
Where to?
I say we go to the monastery.
The what?
First we get-
Lynn's been completely out of the
Oh,
loop
you
on
have been out of one.
this. It's like we're
Oh,
going
we'll
to
catch you up
Rhea.
on it on the way, Lynn. Don't worry about it. It sounds like a great place to go.
What?
We'll catch you up on the way.
It is nearby, from what I understand, and there may be answers to be found there.
It's where Rhea grew up, and perhaps we'll find out what happened with this rift.
And she's looking at Rhea, and all of this.
And all of whatever's happening here.
I think it's finally. It only just now clicks. Like she's looking at Rhea and she's like looking at the scars and realizing they match and being like, "What in the 9 hells were you doing in that monastery?"
I wish I could tell you.
Like she doesn't know you have amnesia. She's just like,
Amnesia.
There does seem to be some kind of connection. There may be other answers there. And Caliana gives you just like a very subtle look, Rhea. That's just trying to convey, I'm with you.
Rhea just kind of nods. The real answer to your question, Lynn, is research regarding the nature of magic. I don't think we found a conclusion, considering I just found it.
well, if we do think that what y'all were studying has anything to do with that damnable rift, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try to find more info before we take it to the new Etherean Council. Which way is this monastery, and how far?
It's a couple days. You'd probably
It's
have to
closer
camp.
than New Etheria, though, right?
It is very much closer than New Etheria. You think it'd probably one
Mountains.
camp away.
Okay.
It'll take. I mean, it's close, but you're in the mountains, so just the travel, the traversing would take you 1, maybe 2 sleeps to get to.
Maybe 12 fear.
Maybe 12 sphere worth of travel. I don't know. It is definitely closer than New Etheria. New Etheria, you'd have to go out all the way back down the mountain and then continue east for a couple days.
First things first, it doesn't matter where we go. We got to get off this mountain.
Well, unless you go to the monastery, you're staying in the mountains, so that does
Just
kind of
kind
matter.
Laterally going to another mountain.
The monastery's in
one
this
to-
mountain range, just further west.
Do we have the map?
I feel like there was a recent.
There was.
Sure.
You have it on. What's the name of that website?
World
World
Anvil.
Anvil.
Did I put the map as a tactical mode on this? I did not. I'll make a scene for it. But if you look at the map, you are down towards.
Okay.
Yeah, the Etherean Forge works, and I can't remember if I marked it, but it's labeled or not. I don't know if I labeled it,
posted
but you
into
can
the
kind of
chat
see it in
the
the mountain
map.
range.
Right. I kind of know where we're at, though. In general, let's see.
And her monastery is not currently labeled on the map. It will be once you discover it, but it is in that same mountain range.
Okay.
It is the closest point of interest where you are now.
Right.
Let's get down this mountain. This particular mountain.
And
Well-
climb up to the next mountain.
Okay, then. She looks to you, Rhea. Are you ready? She says kind of to the group, but really to you.
That's a loaded question.
I ask those a lot these days, it seems.
You ask the questions that need to be asked.
I'm just glad I can do that again, to be honest.
The answer is I'm not ready.
Well, that's probably as good as we're going to get. Okay. Let's see what we find. And then Kellyanna will take the first step out if no one else is.
I'm a follow
I mean,
close
she's
behind.
invisible. Or
As I
She's
get
not.
desperately
She's not
to get
invisible
inside.
anymore. No,
No.
that's over for sure. Okay. With that, we'll close tonight's episode. That was a very good RP episode. I was very impressed with the players tonight. Well done. I enjoyed each and every interaction we had in this little cave. So we
It
will
was a
close-
beach episode.
It was a beach episode.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Oh,
Actually,
stressful
in Star Trek, they always have cave episodes.
for
It
this.
was a Star Trek cave episode. Classic Star Trek cave episode.
Well, there you go. The cave episode. So with that, we'll bring that to a close. I hope you all had fun. Just a couple quick announcements here at the end. Short streams this week. I think we'll be doing Temptations on Thursday. I just need to make sure that Killer's feeling better.
Also,
yes.
since I didn't get the opportunity, can I just go ahead and convert my player dice to hopes? Like,
Oh, yeah,
because I
yeah,
so
because
that
we
way
didn't
I
use
don't
them.
have to just lose them. Yeah,
Yes, absolutely. Because that's one of the uses for them, right?
yeah. Like I can either add them to a roll or use them to regain hope, basically,
Then you could have done that.
or
No
undo
problem.
incoming damage if I need to.
Oh,
That's very versatile.
It is. Well, and I like that's the problem think I told y'all when I made my character. I only have 2 dice because technically strength is my spellcasting roll, but I wanted to be able to sweet talk people.
oh yeah.
So yeah, but I didn't know that when I made the character. Or maybe I don't know. It's like I don't want to just be like a dumb tank, you know?
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
what
being
you've done
a
with the
tank,
character.
but I don't want to be a dumb tank.
I also will say, though, I do like that Daggerheart does that for, like, the strength-based characters. They just made that your spellcast, so you don't have to worry about this, like, balancing of two different ones. I do appreciate that. So if you guys got a little bit, we'll do a quick post show. But until then, everybody, thank you all for watching. We will be back next week. Again, check us out on the Discord if you want to join in the conversation in the meantime, or if you want to watch this post show that we're about to do, make sure to sign up and join the Patreon. You can find all the post shows there. Yeah, like I said, short week this week, should be Temptations on Thursday, and then we'll be into a new month with February. Do have some cool stuff coming up around the March timeframe, though, so be on the lookout for announcements on that. Pretty excited about the stuff coming back then. Until then, though, thank you all for hanging out with us in our cave episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It might be the last big rest they have for a while. We'll see.
A cave episode.
Bye, everybody.